Today on Cinder's Playground, we're going to talk about the hit Disney Plus show, The Mandalorian, and what we think about it. So stay tuned. Hello, and welcome to another edition of Cinder's Playground. I am your host, Sinder.
And I'm Jose.
And today, Jose, talking about one of our favorite shows, that is the Disney Plus show, The Mandalorian, man. I'm a big fan of the show, and of course, as you know, I jumped on the bandwagon kind of late, but I'm glad I did not totally write this show off because it is an awesome show. It's an awesome show. Of course, we're posting this way after season 3 has ended, but there is more Mandalorian that we can look forward to in the future. But this is going to be a brief history of the show's creation and where it stands today. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, The Mandalorian is an American sci-fi series created by Jon Favreau for Disney Plus. It takes place 5 years after the events of Return of the Jedi. The series stars Pedro Pascal as the main character, Din Djarin, who is a lone bounty hunter who was on the run protecting a Force-sensitive child named Grogu. Go back. Before even the show's creation, like after Return of the Jedi. George Lucas wanted to produce a live-action Star Wars series. This is obviously when he still had the rights to it. But was told it would be too expensive in that day and age. Then fast forward from there to 2012, where George Lucas sold Lucasfilms to Disney for $4.5 billion. That's not only Star Wars, that's also Indiana Jones as well. So then Kathleen Kennedy, who was head of Lucasfilms under Disney, hired Jon Favreau in March of 2018 to write and be the showrunner, along with Dave Filoni and Colin Wilson. The series was announced in October 2018, with filming starting in Manhattan Beach Studios, which is in California. Visuals were done by Industry of Light and Magic, and Pedro is quoted as saying his character, he compares his character to Clint Eastwood from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Grogu, as we know, was animatronics and puppeteering. Now, go back to 2018. While working on the live-action Lion King, Jon Favreau actually pitched this idea of a series centered around Mandalorians to Kathleen Kennedy. She told him that Dave Filoni also was interested in making a series dealing with the Mandalorians. So she said the two should meet. Side note, the two actually met before Kathleen Kennedy made this, meeting. They met at Skywalker Ranches while Jon Favreau was working on Iron Man and while Dave was working on the first season of the Clone Wars. So At this meeting, the two were able to combine Dave's knowledge of the Mandalorian history and Jon Favreau's lone gunslinger concept. Dave also was the one who came up with the Grogu character. Um, uh, and he was like, and John wanted to explore the scum of the universe. Well, in the Star Wars universe, he would write a little of the show every night. Every night after the days of shooting the live-action Lion King film. The series would premiere the same day as at the launch of Disney Plus in March 2018. Uh, Later in July of 2019, Favreau confirmed that there will be a second season, and then that he began writing it. Uh, then, in February 2020, it was announced that season two would premiere in October. By the end of April that year, John had already started writing season three, and by the end of May 2022, John had began writing season four, and by February 2023, the fourth season is completely written, and filming is set to begin at the beginning of 2024. Now, let's talk about Pedro in 2018. Before he even got the role, he was rumored that he would be playing a Star Wars character. Initially, he thought he was going to be playing Boba Fett, but when he got to the meeting with John, John told him the show was told him what the show was about, and he thought it was an excellent opportunity. John says that Pedro is a classic movie star and has the presence and the skills to pull this off, even though he's in a helmet 99% of the time. Um, Side note: Pedro wasn't in the suit some of the time when we see him, because mostly it was the stunt doubles Brendan Wayne and Larry Lowen. Uh, who did most of the stunts while Pedro did most of the voice work, obviously. Now, if we can go back again to 2021, where Disney parted ways with Gina Carano, who I love. She was in the first season, and but she was fired from Disney after she made some uh, political comments involving Republicans and Nazis. Let's leave it at that. And well, obviously, if you want your exact quotes, you can just go and Google it. And I'm sure you can find it. Um, but but yeah, I'm a fan of hers, man. Yeah, she may not be all right, but she can get it. Uh, Speaking again today, bro, let's talk about Katie Sackhoff, who plays Bo Katan, man. Another Mandalorian who has her own group called the Death Watch, who want to restore the Mandalorian to their warrior ways. Uh, they made their first appearance in season two. Um, and I am a fan of, well, the whole concept of the Death Watch and Bo Katan, of course, who I've really grown to love, especially in season three. But she's not the only female character. We also have Ahsoka, played by Rosario Dawson, who I think did a good job, not necessarily great, because I feel like her character was more just like full of life and more animated in the Clone Wars. No pun intended, even though because Clone Wars is an animated show. But I feel like her character had more personality. Um, but in the Mandalorian, she seems very calm and just just laid back, I guess. Now, not to get off track, let's talk numbers now about this massive show. So, according to the Nielsen ratings, the first season of The Mandalorian accumulated 5 billion minutes of viewing time and 8 million more minutes after the season one finale. Season two, it became the most watched streaming TV series in the US in all of December of 2020. And it also ranked 14th overall in Nielsen's list of the most watched streaming TV shows in 2020 and was the first non Netflix show that ranked number one on the Nielsen ratings during season 1 and 2. Uh, and was the most watched series on Disney Plus during that year. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 93% for season 1 and season 2, but gave it an 85% for season 3. Take that for what you will. It has been nominated for 6 Primetime Emmy Awards. Has won the Critics' Choice Awards. Also award for Directors Guild of America award and a Golden Globe. And also 3 MTV Movie Awards, if that even matters to you, because it doesn't to me. Those are the big awards. It's one more, but those are the ones I wanted to highlight. And I thought I also mentioned that sorry, lost my place. Also like to say that I'm sure you'll agree with me that is the best Star Wars thing since Disney has brought it over, in my opinion, anyway. Would you agree?
Yeah, I can 100% agree with that. I haven't been able to really get into the latest round of the Star Wars trilogy, but
yeah, nobody does.
yeah. But Mandalorian, I could definitely watch it nonstop.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
actually one of the people that kept telling you, you should get on it, and
well,
I
obviously,
understand why you didn't want to, but I'm glad you finally got a chance to watch it. It's greatness.
oh, it is. It's a great show. It's an awesome show. Like I said, it's probably the best thing on Disney Plus. What I can say, it's awesome. And sorry. Oh yeah. So, well, like I said, speak on to what you just said. Like I said, I just write this on my notes saying that, yeah, I wasn't on board at first because it's so super popular and I kept seeing Baby Yoda everywhere, and I was just like, well, Grogu shouldn't call him that. Like everywhere, and I'm saying to myself, it's like, isn't it called the Mandalorian? Why do I keep seeing this goddamn kid? So that was an immediate turn off for me. But like I said, after the hype died down, I finally sat down and watched it. I was like, okay, yeah, this is good. And no, I'm a fan. Okay. But yeah, like I said, started watching the first episode. I think, yeah, this is after season 2 ended. That's when I finally sat down and watched it from season 1, obviously. And I was hooked from the first episode. I was like, oh, this is awesome. Great stuff, man. Yeah, and it's a great show. And if you're a Star Wars fan and you haven't watched it, you're doing yourself a disservice, man. Like I said, and it is something different from the Jedi Sith conflict that we always see. So that's another thing I like about it. So definitely highly recommend it. I mean, if you like outer space shit, if just like just cool that old gunslinger mentality shit, man, it's good. Now, okay, so that's really all I have to say. But do you have some questions? For you, sir? Now, well, like I said, I know you're not big on paying attention to directors and everything, but like I said, did you know Jon Favreau was in charge of the show and was the director of Iron Man?
Yeah, actually, I did for once. I did. He has written a couple of other good movies and shows.
Yeah.
He was part of that movie Chef, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got a chance to see it, but if you haven't, it's a good
Not
watch.
yet. Yeah, I know. That's one I've been meaning to see. Like I said, no, he does good stuff, man. He's one of the few people that hasn't disappointed me yet.
Yeah.
In
He's also Happy Hogan
yes.
if I'm not
From Iron Man and Spider-Man. Yes. You
Yeah.
know, but you should see Swingers. Like I said, you said I should watch Chef. You should watch Swingers. That was the first thing I've ever seen him in, and I think it's his first ever big budget thing he's ever done. You know,
Oh,
so
really?
watch
No, I
Swingers.
haven't seen that one yet.
Yes, it's awesome. I love that character that he plays because I can so relate. But yeah, Swingers. All right. So next question. Were you hyped for the show before it actually dropped?
No, I wasn't. I think I had signed up for like Disney Plus in its introductory offer,
Mm-hmm.
which was like, I think you pay like, I think it was like something like 100 or something, and you get it for like 3 years. Maybe it was less. I don't know. Maybe it was like 80 or something. It was pretty cheap. That's all I
Mm-hmm.
remember. And I was like, hmm, I should just get it and take it for what it is. I'm like I'm like I feel like the way things are going at the time, the only thing that was really like popular was like Netflix
Yeah.
and Netflix and Hulu, I think, were
Hulu.
like the
Yeah.
two top competitors, and Disney was trying to be in that space. And I was like, you know what? Let me just sign up, and I'll sign up. It sounds like a good offer, and if I don't like it, I don't like it. But I was like, I could see them trying to give them like Netflix and Hulu a run for their money. So I was like, I'll do it. Um, and lo and behold, I mean, it has a lot of good stuff. Like, it has Marvel. It has like crazy. It has Star Wars, like Disney Pixar
Yeah.
movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I got it for that. And then I think at the time there was, I think WandaVision came out.
Yeah.
It was like alongside WandaVision that it came
Mm-hmm.
out. And WandaVision was kind of boring. So I was like, let me just see um what's in it in Mandalorian. So I after the first episode I basically got hooked.
Yeah. Same. Okay. So, like I said, uh, you have a very excuse me. Have a favorite character in the show?
Favorite character? Um I would I mean obviously Din Djarin.
Mm-hmm.
Um but I have two other ones. I like the I forgot his name at right now, but he was like the guy that kind of helped out with the mustache, and he's like not this is the way he used to say. He used to have a scene. Oh, this is gonna bother me. Well, I like the sniper bot too.
Yeah, he was the was his boy. Yeah, man.
Does he say this is the way?
No,
No.
the robot doesn't like that.
Um, I'll see if I can find it. But yeah, how about you? What's your favorite?
uh, well, yeah, Din Djarin, obviously. You know, I'm also like, well, like I said, I like Bo-Katan, and I like that other Mandalorian, the one, the Forger, that girl.
Oh yeah.
She's the so, but yeah, those
Oh, I found out his name. It's
what?
Kuya, and his famous saying is I have spoken. That's like such a boss thing to say. Like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like imagine you just hanging out with somebody and they just tell you to do something. They're like, I have spoken.
Yeah, that's
Right?
dope.
But you're
Okay.
right. I do like Bo-Katan too. She's cool.
hmm and let's see what the next question is. Okay, what's your favorite season so far?
Mm, I think I. It's hard to. It's it's hard. I like all three of them.
I agree.
I guess I'll go with the first one because that's the one that got me sucked in. But you know, I think they all have been really good. Like it hasn't for me. There hasn't been like a boring episode in any of these.
Mm. Um, yeah, I agree with you. Season one, it's probably the best. You know, like I said, but I do like all three seasons. I can't wait to see what season four brings us. Should we do? You know. All right, two more things. Freaking well, they kind of off topic. Uh, so Pedro Pascal, as we know, is Darjan, and also is set to play Mr. Fantastic. So, what do you think about that?
Um, I'm not a big fan of writing people off of roles that most people don't like them in. Ever since the Joker, I think I've mentioned that before, but
Yeah,
um, yeah, I'll give him a shot. I think he would be a. I could see him more Doctor Doom than
really?
yeah. He's played. He's. I don't know if you've seen movies where he's a villain, but
Yeah, I
I
know
think he
he's
plays
not.
a good villain.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Uh, okay. And then another thing I wanted to add,
What
something
about
that
you? Well, I think I know your answer, but
I like him, but I don't think that's for him. That's just my opinion. You know. But like I said, I could be wrong, so you never know. Um. Oh yeah, it's the other thing I wanted to ask. So this broke yesterday. Did you watch that video I sent you?
which one? You sent me a couple.
The one on Star Wars
uh, remind
and
me,
Ray.
Ray. No, I don't. You didn't send me a video with Ray.
Yes, I did. Totally.
Oh, I didn't get to see that one.
Yeah, and I put like watch just like underneath
Yeah,
it.
you did.
Huh?
Yeah, you did. But no, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't see it.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So,
I did see that it said something about "Here we go again," and I was like, "Oh, somebody fucked up again."
oh no. So, all right. So the person who's directing the Ray film, which is going to be the next Star Wars film, what do you call it? She she hasn't done like a major film. All she does is documentaries, and she's a feminist slash activist. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So this film's gonna be terrible, and I have no interest in watching it. And like I said, yeah, I don't know if I ever go to the movies again for see another Star Wars film. Honestly, this is the direction they're going in. You know, just all on board for this. You know, women being Mary Sue's and just being good at everything. You know, what you call it. And like I said, and I bet you like the men are gonna be like cast aside and look like fools in this film. What? So yeah, so yeah, so like I said, so I found that out like yesterday. So that's why I sent you that link. Like yeah, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be terrible, and nobody's gonna watch it, and it's gonna make, it's not gonna make any money. And then maybe this will be the thing to get Kathleen Kennedy fired. I hope anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to wax on that for a minute. But yeah, that is a little brief synopsis of one of our favorite shows called The Mandalorian. Uh, tell us, what do you think of this show and in the comments, and let us know. Do you have a favorite episode? Do you have a favorite season? Do you have a favorite character? Let us know. Like I said, get at us in the comments. I always check the comments and always respond, and also if you want, you can contact me on Instagram at Sinder666. Post about the channel and just cool shit I find on the internet, and like I said, you can DM me there, questions, requests, whatever, like I said, very interactive. Throw it over to my co-host.
I'm Jose. You can follow me on Instagram at JoseCE90. Yeah, let me know. You can DM me, comments, let us know what you think about the show, what you think about The Mandalorian. um or let us know if you know what's your favorite season or favorite actor and actress that we didn't include in this episode.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, like I said, oh, I probably should apologize for my voice doesn't sound as chipper as it usually does because battling this cold. So sorry for the not having my usual charming voice that you usually hear. Yeah, but but yeah. So if he entertained you at all, please smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And like I said, comment, share, you know, and yeah, we will talk to you guys later.
Peace out.